My name is Lori Moon, and I'm a self-employed hairdresser. I've been a hairdresser since 30 years. So I had a girlfriend who, she was a year older than I was, and she was a new friend that I'd made in high school. And I met her because she was talking about dropping out of beauty school. And just made me so curious. I was like, oh, beauty school? You're going to beauty school? How does somebody do that? And so she told me how she did it. Students could go to beauty school at the same time of going to high school. So I checked into it and I signed up for beauty school. And it took me through the rest of my senior year. I went to high school in the morning, and I left high school at lunch, and then I went to beauty school in downtown Castro Street. Back then it was there, and did that 5 days a week. Worked all day Saturday as a beauty school student, and then graduated from high school, and a couple months later graduated from beauty school. I have one child, and when he was little, it was really hard because there's a part of you that knows that you're always aware of what's happening in his world. And you're always aware of the time that he needs to be picked up, getting him to school, picking him up, taking him to a daycare. When he's been sick, I have to call my clients and cancel. That's never easy to do.
I don't really remember her ever being busy. I think she took some time off early in my childhood, or more time off. I think she only worked like 3 days out of the week. But then later in my teens, when she was busy, I just kind of dealt with it. I've always been able to be alone for long amounts of time and not need attention, so it was pretty easy for me. There was a time back in elementary school where I would go to her work after school and just hang out and talk to the clients. It was kind of fun. And I bet they had fun seeing a little kid there too, seeing their hairdresser's son or something, I don't know.
Working and being a parent and not having a lot of backup as an extra help, taking care of your kid, it really relies on you and the other parent. And those were really hard times where it was like, oh, I can't do this, I'm so worried, about time and traffic and accommodating clients.
Lori is my friend, very, very good friend, and she's my hairdresser also. She is also the mother of Oliver's friend, one of his best friends also, since he was in 3rd grade. So she invited Oliver to go to her house so he can have a play date with Michael. And so we started talking, and we like each other. So we started talking like we were friends before, but we were finding out about each other. So that's when I found out that she cuts, or she works in a salon.
The pandemic was huge. It had an effect on everybody, all over the whole world, obviously. But being a self-employed hairdresser, in the beginning of the pandemic, the government shut the state of California down, and there was no financial stability at all because you couldn't do clients in the salon because they were shut down. So I had no income, 0 income. And then it wasn't even sure when we would be able to go back to work.
At first I was pretty worried for her because her job demands that she gets in close proximity with people and get up in their space and cut their hair. And also that she sees probably 10 to 15 people a day, which is a lot of people.
And when you're self-employed, you're paying somebody to work in their building, in their salon. You're paying rent to them. In my case in particular, he was asking us to continue to pay rent, even though we had 0 income. he still needed his rent paid. So at some point early on, I decided to quit working in a hair salon because I couldn't afford it. It just felt insane to me to pay rent to a place I couldn't even go into because it's shut down by the state of California. And then I decided that I was going to do hair on the road. That was really exhausting because it's hard to do work in somebody's backyard in the 90-degree weather, in the sun, in their, on their patio or something, because you had to be really safe. The pandemic was really scary. It still is pretty scary, but I needed to make money. So I thought, okay, I'm going to set up a shop in my garage and I'm going to work on the go. I'll do some people here in the open air garage or in their backyard. And that's what I've been doing for the last couple months.
I know her character and know that she's strong enough to come to some sort of resolution about the whole thing and figure out how to get it done.
So turning my garage into a salon it seemed like the easiest thing to do as far as a structural space. All I had to do was clean it up a little, move some stuff over in the corner, and I laid down the floor to make it look a little better. And I added a shampoo sink and a shampoo chair, which was critical to have because I do a lot of chemicals. And I can't do that in people's backyards. I can't do chemicals in their backyard. But the people who do come here, they're wonderful clients. And as I've said, I've had them for 30 years. And I really appreciate them. They've been incredibly supportive throughout this whole pandemic. They've been totally supportive of coming here or me going to them.
At the beginning, she's like, I haven't had the vaccine, but I'm asking everybody to wear the mask and clean their hand.
And it's really kind of amazing to see how people have behaved in this pandemic. This is also my personal space, and I'm actually not kind of, I'm a very private person, and I realized that I don't want everybody coming here. It feels awkward to bring them into my house, if you will, because it's not even really my house. It's not a salon, it's a garage.
I'm fine with it, I don't really care. As long as they're people I know and I can trust, I'm fine with it. Because my mom's clients are generally really good people, and I trust them with coming to my house and being here in this environment, and I think it's totally fine, in my opinion, yeah.
It will be temporary. It's a temporary fix until the pandemic can somehow calm down a little bit and get us back out into the real world again.